Hi everyone, good morning. So today it's a sunny day in Harlow. I'm on my way to my office, and I was thinking, what if I give some sort of information that's gonna help you and change your life? So today's topic is 4 ways to get settled in the UK. So if you are really interested in and would like to get settled in the UK, so this video is gonna be very helpful. So first of all, I would request you to just can you please hit the share button so that many people can watch it, they can get this information and they can change their life. Right. So please hit the share button, and I'd like to, give the information. What are the 4 ways you can get settled in the UK? Ready? So I believe you are ready. If you don't know me, my name is Hassan Habib, and I'm the CEO of Hassle Free Education. And me and my team help students to get into the university in UK, US, and Canada. And what I do, we start with the consultation very beginning. We give all the information, and once you make a decision, then we go for it. We help you with your application, then visa application. Then once you arrive in the UK, we pick you up from the airport. And that's not the end of the service. We still keep support you until you get settlement. So today's topic is how to get settled in the UK. There are many ways you can get settled in the UK, but today I'd like to share the main 4 ways. I mean, most of the people they get settled in the UK. Right. So can you please type in the chat box? Where are you watching from? I can see Akash is watching. Thank you, Akash, for joining. Then a lot of people are joining right now. So thank you for joining. So, so the first way I'd like to share with you is the most popular way. If people get settled in the UK is 10 years route. So if you heard me right, can you please type in the chat box 10 years route? And now you might be thinking 10 years is a long time, da, da, da. Of course it is a long time, but once you start the journey, you'll see it's just gone like this way. So still, I think when I flew to the UK in 2010 in October, it was like, that day. And I was busy with a lot of things like study, work, business, and just 20 years gone like this way, right? And it will not stop you, from your life. Though you're gonna get British passport in 10 or 11 years, but it's not gonna stop you. So how are you gonna get in 10 years straight? And the best example would be me, because I came to UK and I got settlement in 10 years straight. So what I did is, first of all, I studied Birmingham City University. I did a master's, and then I jumped into post-study work, and then I applied for entrepreneurship visa, which is called business visa, and then I got the business visa. I started my own business, and this is the hassle-free education, right? And by this time, 10 years gone, and I made application through the 10 years route. So if you are legally living in UK for 10 years, you can apply for your permanent residence, which is called ILR in the UK. So if you got it, please type in the chat box, I got it. I'd like to say how many of you really understood what I'm saying. So the first route, you got it, right? So just here, I'd like to give you some sort of warning to the students right now. So there are a lot of students, they come to the UK, they study, and they miss the PSW because the rules and regulations have been changed. So make sure you go according to the rules and regulations, right? Ahmed said, got it. Thank you, Ahmed, for your response. And so what you need to do, you need to finish your course within the time frame. For example, your course is 12 months, so you have to finish your course by 12 months. Your course is 18 months, you have to finish your course 18 months. So if you don't finish your course with the time frame, you're gonna miss PSW, right? So that's the very important thing. A lot of students, they don't know it, and that's why they are suffering. So I can see Bala is watching right now. Thank you for joining, Bala. So the second way I'd like to share with you is through the work permit route. And I'm going to give you a bit more details so that you can understand the whole information and you can act on it. Right? So, second ways is um, through the work permit visa. And so, what I mean by work permit, it is called Tier 2 um, in the UK. That means there are a lot of organizations out there in the UK, and not all of them can sponsor you. So they have to have their license from UK BA, from Home Office. So let's say a company who has got license from UK, they can sponsor you, like university sponsor you when you come as a student. So the company can sponsor you, and you can come to the UK, you can work for them. And there are some rules and regulations. So you have to have certain amount of salary, you have to have certain sort of skills and experience. So once you get that, or if you skill that, you can, uh, um, you know, uh, help the company. And company has got a very good structure. I mean, they have got good turnover. So home office will give the visa, and once you come to the UK, and if you go through work permit, it's gonna take 5 years. So after 5 years, you can make an application for ILR. So now you might be asking, so how I'm gonna get this company who has got license, right? So the best consultant in the world right now, who is that? Comment in the chat box. The first and foremost powerful consultant is Google, and second one is YouTube. For anything, you need to go to Google and then to type the list of companies um, with tier 2 license or something like this. So if you just put into the Google, you'll see the list of company who has got license from UKBA. That means they can sponsor you, and once they sponsor you, you can come to the UK, you can work for them, and after 5 years, you can um, uh, apply for settlement. So if you got it, so after working 5 years with a company in the UK, you can make your application for ILR. So if you got it, please type in the chat box 5 years route. Right, so this is the second most popular, common way to come to the UK and get settlement in the UK. So, Noreen, Nisha, thank you for joining right now. So, right now, I'd like to ask you, have you got it? If you got it, please type in the box 5 years. And the other two ways, some sort of ways it is going to sound to you nasty, but this is the reality. Still, I'm going to share it with you so that you can understand. So, the third way is if you are a student, or if you somewhere came here, probably tourist visa, visit visa, short study visa, whatever the reason, you came to the UK legally, and you got married with someone else who has got British citizenship, and you make the application to the home office that this is my legal partner, and I'd like to live with him or her, and that's why I'm making application. So, getting married, you can get settlement in the UK as well. So it doesn't have to be, in the UK. So let's say if you know someone else and if you have got a good relationship, you made the decision, both of you, that you're going to get married. So the British citizen who can fly to your country and you can get married, you can submit all the documents that these are the documents you got married, and then you can fly to the UK and get settlement. So in this way, still you have got 5 years to make your ILR application. So for example, if you got married today, you make the application with your partner, and of course there are some sort of certain rules. The partner has to have income, certain amount of money, otherwise how they're gonna support you financially, having the houses, food and all that stuff. So home office, scrutinize that as well. So make sure you fulfill all the requirement, your partner, and then you make application. First of all, you get 3 years or 2.5 years visa, and once you get that, and after 2.5 years when it's expired, you renew it. You make an application to renew it, and after 5 years, you're gonna get IELTS. So this is third way to get settled in the UK. So it is gonna depend on you. So are you thinking coming to the UK, then you get married someone else who has got British passport, or are you uh, getting married from your home country? So this is the third way you can get settled in the UK. So can you please type in the chat box third way? I'd like to see how many of you really understood me. What's the third way to get settled in the UK? So just please type in the chat box third way. And the last one, fourth way, I'm gonna share it in a minute. Before sharing that, just I'd like to give you some sort of information. So, you know, the entry clearance is very, very important. I mean, once you come inside the country, you can do a lot of things. A lot of things. So I always recommend you, whatever the route you're gonna use, make sure you come to the UK first. And once you come, then you can see a lot of opportunities here to go to from this route to that route. And the most popular way to come to the UK is the student visa. So now I'd like to give you some sort of information so that you can understand that how to get into the UK. Then you can have the fourth way to get settled in the UK. So once you come to the UK, okay, how would you like to come to the UK as a student? So basically, you got to fulfill three requirements. Number one is you have to have the capabilities, financial capabilities to pay the tuition fees. So now the next question is, how much is the tuition fees? It depends on university and courses. It's from 10 to 12 grand. It's going to starting from. And it goes up to 30, 35, 40. And if you go to Cambridge or Oxford, it's going to be 50, 52 grand in a year. Right? So just from the, considering the cheapest tuition fees in university, I would say it's going to be like 10 to 12 grand is going to get starting from. So that's the first requirement. Second requirement is you got to fulfill your English requirement. What do you mean by that? So I mean is you got to have some sort of English proficiency certificate. So the most popular one is IELTS. And if you get 6 or 6.5 in IELTS, you will be accepted by most of the university. And if you are really, really scared of doing IELTS, if you think reading is the difficult one, I can't go through it, that's fine. So there is another one, is easiest way is OITC. So once you go to OITC, you get B2, and you can make application to universities. That's another way to fulfill the English requirement. The third one is you got to have previous qualification. For example, if you'd like to study master's program, then you got to have bachelor degree from your country. And once you have bachelor degree, that means you can apply for the master's degree. And some of the students, they are asking, so sir, if I have got 3 years passport, what I can do? Still, there are few university, they accept you 3 years degree, and some of the university, they say it's not good enough to make the application for master's degree. In that case, can you please start from top up? So you do top up 1 year and you get the whole bachelor degree from the university. Right. So going back to the fourth way, how to get settled in the UK. Right. So the fourth way is called asylum. Right. It's called asylum. So can you please type in the chat box asylum? Asylum means you are looking for shelter. You have got some sort of problem back home or somewhere else. It might be political, it might be life-threatening. So once you have got this type of problem, so you can make application to UK government, home office, that if I go back to my country, I have got life-threatening things. So probably someone will kill me. I'll be dying over there. So can I stay in this country? And I have seen a lot of students, they come to this country and they have got real problem. They have had some sort of political issues, and they feel that if they go back to the country, they are in real problem. So they make this application, then home office ask for the interview, They go for the interview. They say, okay, what the documents you have got, what the evidence you have got that you have got this sort of problem. They show, you see, so this is the case from police station, and last time they attacked me, da da da. This is the newspaper news. Um, this is how they, and also they have some sort of evidence with other things, probably medical, doctor, whatever it is. So once you get this sort of evidence and home office believes you, then they're gonna give you the visa. It's called asylum seeker. So once you get approved by asylum seeker, that means you are legally entitled to living in the UK. And the most beautiful of this visa is once you get your what is called leave to remain, you are entitled to public fund, you are entitled to have student finance, everything, everything. That's the moment you get it, you can claim everything. So a lot of students, they come to the UK and they find it very difficult to continue their study, and they have some sort of problems as well. That's why they escape their country, and this is how they came as a student, and they asking for shelter as an asylum seeker, and they get it, and they and after 5 years they get settled in the UK. Basically, from the very beginning they get travel documents, and after 5 years they get British passport, and this is how they get settled in the UK. So I have shared with you 4 ways how to get settled in the UK. Right. So there's the question. I think Movinata said there are a lot of asylum seekers. They got refused. Movinata, that's right. So if the case doesn't have any merit, then Home Office refuse that, because there are a lot of people. I mean, they make false asylum seeker case and they get refused. That's right. That's right. It has to be very, very uh, truthful. Yes. And if the thing is real, Home Office allow them to stay in the country as asylum seeker. So let's recap. What are the 4 ways I have shared with you to get settled in the UK? So number one is 10 years route. So if you legally living in this country for 10 years, you can get settled in the UK. Second way is if you apply for work permit visa, and if you get into the UK after 5 years, you can get settled in the UK. Here, I missed some sort of information I'd like to give you. It's now, it's called KRR visa, shortlisted from NHS. So if you make this application as a KRR, then you have got some sort of benefits, like you have to pay lower amount of application fees. I think NHS fees waived, so you don't have to pay the NHS fee, something like this. I'm not sure. Please make sure you check with the Home Office website. This is a disclaimer as well, because I'm making this video today. Probably if you are watching this video after 5 years time, then probably it's not gonna be validated. So make sure you check with your Home Office website, updated thing, and then you act on it, and also you get advice from your solicitor or lawyer or barrister, right? So the thing I missed to share with you is one of our students. I don't like to mention his name. So he came to South Bank University and he finished his foundation year, and he found that it's going to be very difficult to study 4 years in the UK university, because every year the tuition fee is like 10,000. So what he did, he moved from study visa to KRR visa, right? Tier 2. And now he has got, I think, 3 or 5 years work permit. And after 5 years, he's going to get settled in the UK. So if I analyze his actions, his, what is called, his route, he's a smart guy. He made the decision right way. He thought, okay, I am studying at South Bank University. I've just completed my foundation year. Now I have got opportunity to jump into KRR visa. I can work full time and I can make a lot of money at the end of 5 years. I can get settled in the UK, and once I get settled in the UK, then I can study again with the support of the student finance. I don't have to pay even a single penny. When I get settled in the UK, then I can make application to the student finance. The student finance will pay my tuition fees, and also they will give them interest loan as well. while I'm studying. So yeah, this is the beauty. So the first and foremost, I'd like to uh, invite you to think. So what's the most important thing is to come to the UK first, right? That's the first thing you need to consider. I mean the entry clearance. If you enter in this country, you can do so many things. You have got so many opportunities, right? You can change your route from a study visa to a lot of ways, work permit, And this is how you can get settled in the UK. So if you like this video, if you love this video, if you think that this is very, very beneficial to have this information, can you please just click the share button? And let me see how many of you are sharing right now. Please click the share button and comment below done. And I'm gonna thank you in advance. So you are helping others to get this information and change their life. So thank you very much for joining me today. And hopefully I will come back with another video with a lot of information. So I'm gonna sign you up here. Thank you. Bye bye.